Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic 300th episode edition of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Now, I know that some of you might be saying, but Derek, you're not actually in the compound. No, I'm in my apartment, but we're going to be doing a little bit of compound watching, I guess you could say. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This actually, technically, isn't the 300th episode. It is the 300th and first episode. Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? All right. Well, when I first was, approached by, Micah and Collab, and they were saying like, okay, well, let's see if we can transition you from Vine to YouTube, and let's see if you can do some long form videos. I was kind of racking my brain over like what sort of content or what kind of videos I could make, and doing that long form stream of consciousness narrative that the Walk Around the Compound webcast is. When I first tried it out, I was very nervous. I was very self-conscious. I was inside of my head. I mean, okay, so basically, I went out into the compound. I had the webcast format like inside my head, and I wanted to put it to practice. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it. Episode one. And I went and I walked around and I started like, it was like a stage fright thing. It was like a performance anxiety thing. Like the people, they're on the other side of the camera, and now I'm talking and I don't know what to say next. And for some reason I was so inside my head, and it just, So when I got done filming that, I knew, I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. So I rewatched it. And I'm just like, that's not a good look. And then I kind of got myself, I got my composure, I kind of like, got my confidence. I'm like, all right, we did that. We got the bugs worked out. We got the heebie-jeebies worked out. And then I went and filmed what you know as the first episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. But so yeah, you can probably go back to that first one and then be like, all right, he's got a good energy, he's got it. But that's because I was like really just like, you got to do better. Like, all right, do this. You're done. Just get it done. All right, it feels good, feels right, feels froggy. So I've only ever seen that first take. I've only ever seen it one time, and it was that day, like right after I filmed it. It's been sitting, in the dank archives for years, and we're gonna watch it today. We're gonna watch it now, and you're gonna see how I react to it. And I'm gonna have it up on the split screen, and I'm probably gonna stop. And this is the thing. I am like right now. I'm kind of being taken back to that point because I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty cringy, and that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of nervous right now thinking about it. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit play. Everyone out there, it's me, Derek, aka BigCatDerek, and oh god, I can't. I don't know why I had to say that. Just in case you didn't know, aka. By the way, it's this new thing, this internet personality that I'm trying to build for myself. All right. Let's keep going.
And I'm going to be trying something new.
Turn the volume down.
I'm actually doing a
somewhat regular webcast now called Walk Around the Compound. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be walking around the compound. I don't look happy. I don't know if you can see like the little screen version. I'm just gonna call it Walk Around the Compound. It's like I have to take a dump or something. I don't look comfortable. I'm gonna have this little dual, camera thing, so you can see in front of me and then also see here.
Yep, that's how that works.
And a big component of this whole thing is that I'm gonna be able to, do things like this. Be able to walk up and interact with a cat that doesn't want to interact with me. Where are you going? Hey.
Oh, jeez. I'm. I got the air conditioner on right now, and I feel like warm. I'm actually like starting to get like. I don't know. Okay, let's look at the kitty. Who's that? Is that JP? I think that's JP.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're being a jerk. Hey.
There's JP.
Oh my goodness. I did not see you there.
Okay.
I did not know that you were here. Yeah. I'm going to be able to walk around and interact with the cats and kind of see them and really just kind of, narrate over the whole experience.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that people want to know about this place and
I'm sweating.
about about me, about what it is that I do and how it is that I got here.
Yeah, this is interesting. Because I gotta say, that was like when was this? The first one was, I don't think was it 2014? I'm wondering right now. I don't know if it was 2014 or if it was 2015 that I actually started posting videos onto the YouTubes, as they say. And that was kind of like when Vine was getting really big and it was growing, and there was hundreds of thousands of followers, and there were so many people and new followers of the facility, and they wanted to know. Like, there was so many things. It was this big, for all of us at the facility, it was this big tidal wave of people and information, and it was a hard thing to kind of get your head wrapped around. So we're trying to think of different ways in which to bridge that gap and to bring information to people. So far, so good. I think the vent just turned on. That feels nice. Are we still recording? I gotta check. Yeah, we're still recording. Good. Great. Awesome. Great. This is all being captured. I'm so happy.
There's a lot of parts to that story. And I guess I could use this as a platform, as a medium, to be able to kind of, tell a lot of that stuff. But I don't know. I want to kind of build this thing organically. I want to kind of see where it goes.
Saying a lot, but I say a lot anyway. So I don't know. Maybe that's not a big deal. So far, it's not as bad as maybe I thought. Maybe I'm building it in my head more than it actually was. One thing you have to realize is, like, this guy right now, it's like he's terrified. He was terrified. I don't know.
Well, there's one taking a piss.
Yep.
That's great.
There we go.
I believe that's JP. There you go.
Well, see, I still like to focus on animals going to the bathroom, so that's that's a fun thing. All right, resume. Oh, this is going to be difficult because I'm doing a split screen thing. I'm going to have to sync it up with like when I stop it, when I start it. Oh boy, well, we'll figure that out.
That's fun. But I thought that this would be kind of an interesting idea because really, I walk around the compound and the Walk Around the Compound webcast.
You're going to say that.
No one walk through the compound is ever going to be the same. It's never going to be a similar experience. Hi, Sassafras.
There's Cassie.
Hey, BB.
Hey.
How are you? Yeah. Hi, Sugar Pie.
She's still cute.
No one experience is going to be the same.
She's not nervous.
And there's always going to be something new, and there's always going to be some new way that the cats are going to be interacting or acting, or there's something changing pattern of the weather that can affect
talking about the weather. run around the enclosures, or maybe not run around the enclosures.
Okay. Sure.
I can talk about them, and I can talk about experiences that I've...
You know, just how they do things, how they sit, you know, maybe how they stand, you know, maybe how they walk. I don't know, maybe if you want to know how the cats saunter, we can kind of talk about that a little bit. Or maybe just how the weather kind of affects, you know, like, am I going to lay on my left side? Am I going to lay on my right side? You know, we can talk about all those things. You know, it's really, really invigorating stuff.
Talk about experiences that I've had here in the compound, because I've been working here for a good number of years. And yes, I hear you, buddy. But I've been working here for you know, for a while, for
that's Rascal.
8 years now.
Oh, jeez.
And hi, Sugar Pie. What's up, buddy?
I'm so Sugar Pie.
I've been working here for 8 years, and there's a lot of different things and a lot of different stories. And I'm not gonna lie.
Now.
I know, right now. Oh, there, he's getting kind of pissy with him. Rascal over here. He sometimes tries to, you know, charge at the fence at Solano sometimes. And he gets kind of frisky.
That's another thing. And I was thinking about that earlier, that when I'm watching this one, because this was taken years ago and we've lost a number of cats since then, this was going to be, we were going to see cats that have passed. So that was going to be, I mean, I knew that it was going to happen, but now that it's actually happening, it's like, oh, bud. Because one thing you got to realize, I don't go back. I know a lot of people, they do. They'll go back and they'll rewatch like old clips and stuff like that. But a lot of times you're so busy making new things, or like, you know, tending to what is currently happening at the facility, that there's not always the time or the luxury to be able to go back and then look at some of that old stuff. So seeing this, it's, you know, a little bit. All right.
And Solano doesn't necessarily pick up on it so much. I mean, because Solano is the way that he is. He's a little bit, you know, kind of special, endearingly special.
There you go.
And I don't think that Rascal cares for that so much. It's almost like maybe he sees it almost like a weakness of some sort, a weakness that he feels like he can exploit.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Is how I can best describe it.
I'm getting too descriptive.
But,
Pause. I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I'm trying to access my inner thesaurus at that. But then again, I do have a large vernacular, I guess you could say. But I think that I'm reaching for words. I was nervous, and I'm just I'm reaching for thoughts or concepts to just grab onto, to tether myself to, because again, I don't, it doesn't seem like I'm really projecting it too much here, but I can remember, I mean, I was shaking.
I'm out here in the compound all the time, working, and you know, there's a lot of different things that I've seen, that I've experienced, that I feel like I can, you know, tell about. And
look at all those vines.
What I was saying before, I was saying, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of nervous right now. I do get that way. I know that may not necessarily. Hi, you just got out of your pool. You just got out of your pool. Yeah, buddy.
Look how good
I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you, because you know, I've got this little thing pointing at me, and I'm sitting there thinking of like things that I have to say and all that fun stuff. And here's the thing: I see the comments. Well, maybe you should just show the cats and shut up. Okay.
That's been a consistent theme throughout my content life. This is another thing, I don't know, because this is like maybe 2 phones ago. The one that I have right now, it actually has like image stabilizing, you know, like stuff inside of it, which keeps the picture very clear and smooth. This one is rock on. Oh boy. Oh yeah. All right. I think that this is like, it's one of those things. You know how sometimes I'll start a webcast where it's like it starts pretty good,
and then it just kind of descends into chaos. I think maybe we're getting to that point, because it's like you run out of things to say, and then you start reaching a little bit more.
Okay, I hear you. I can post all sorts of different videos and vines and stuff like that about that, but I get an overwhelming amount of response from people saying that, you know, they enjoy what it...
See, this is the thing. I would have not really addressed it like that. I could have talked about some of the haters, but I guess the way that I look at it now is, if I were to introduce a new content style, like a webcast format, if I were to do that today, I would definitely frame it a lot differently. Like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, right now I'm getting almost kind of combative. I'm just like, well, you know, you guys, sometimes, the haters, I'm just going to say this. Let me tell you something, mister. But I don't think that I could have been like, yeah, you know, sometimes people don't like it, but this is not necessarily going to be for those people. I'm going to make some new style of content, and if you like it, great. And I would hope that you could hit that subscribe button, and maybe we'll take this journey together. A little bit more inviting. That's, you know, you learn things over the years. You learn how to do stuff. So this is an interesting trip down memory lane.
What it is that I do, the little quirkiness and the asides and all that fun stuff. So this is something that I just wanted to do, just to try it out. You know, and I want to have different people that sometimes walk around, you know, with me. You know, different people that work here at the facility, interns, volunteers, different people that are within the Big Cat world, or just plain people that I find interesting.
It's happened a little bit and everything, but I guess over the years I found it's, especially the webcast format, I would do things where I would actually take my phone and hand it off, like actually doing the thing that I do with walking, because I have to be so kind of present, I guess, where it's like I'm talking and I'm looking at the cats and interacting and moving, and there's a lot of like spatial things, and if you add another person and then you have to add the dynamic of having a conversation and carrying a conversation with a person in that environment, it's difficult. That's why it's a lot easier for me to just be like, I'm gonna hand the phone off to this person, and there we go, bam, we're gonna go. That's why a lot of times whenever you see like me with other people, it gets kind of like, and I'm trying, like, I can't think, maybe like the quality, I'm not going to say that the quality of my jokes were ever like a really high level, but I think that maybe the quality of my humor kind of diminishes a little bit, just because I'm not as sharp, I don't think. Okay, resume.
Who knows, maybe even other social media personalities, which that's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
I never expected...
I think that I would pause, because at this point, everything is growing and building, and the possibilities are, and I was like, you know, the new kid in town. I was like a new content creator, and just being like, and then I can possibly meet, you know, some other people, some other, you know, internet people. I was a hopeful boy. Who knows? I'm just still right now in this room. I'm sweating. Resume.
I never expected any of this type of stuff to happen. There's a truck. Drives by. There's a road right there. I don't know if a lot of you know that.
Road. I don't know if you know that, but it's like, why don't... I don't know if you know that roads are a thing. It's like all of my social skills just... Hey, have you heard of roads? What? I know Sarah. Sarah, come here. Come here, baby. Oh my gosh. Sarah, you gonna watch this embarrassing video with me? You gonna watch this video? This is Sarah. She stays here at the apartment with me. She wasn't getting along too well with some of the other cats back at the old farm. So, she was getting a little bit like anxious and nervous, and and I decided to take her with me to the apartment, and she gets along great here. She's a lot more relaxed. I think that she's got maybe just some nerve kind of things, or some nervous system type stuff. But yeah, actually, this is Baggy's mom. Did you know that? Yeah, it's Baggy's mom. It's crazy. Okay, all right, Sarah. Let's watch Dad make a fool of himself. But yeah, I never expected any of this, you know. This social media. Oh, look at him go. Oh, look at Rex. Wow, look at him
He
go.
just wants to kind of get at Solano. And the fact of the matter is that Solano's he's oblivious. He's oblivious to the whole thing. He doesn't really see.
This is also
rascal
another thing.
is.
I'm not exactly like too. Sometimes I can be a little bit unaware of my blocking, because it's like you have to also be aware of like where you are in the frame, and like where you are in the picture and everything. And I'm kind of doing this thing where it's like, just like focus on my teeth. I'm not being very good at that. Again, skills that you develop over time.
Really wanting at him. And that just drives Rascal crazy. That just drives him crazy. But yeah, I never expected any of this stuff to happen. I started posting videos on Vine in June of 2013, and for months I had like, you know,
I think that June of 2013 is when Vine was first available for Android phones. And it was available for like 6 months before that for like iPhone users, but like literally the day that it became available for Android, I downloaded it and started vining. So getting in early was critical to you know, that success, because after it became more and more adopted by more and more people, it was harder to gain traction and get ahead. You know, it was harder to just enter into that already swiftly running pool or stream. The pools don't run swiftly. Pools are just water. Anyway, maybe I should do a reaction video for this reaction video.
20, 30 followers, something like that, just months and months and months. And then I got revined by this account called Weekly Whiskers.
Weekly Whiskers.
And
hi, thank you.
It just kind of
Chompers
rocketed things up from there. Hi, buddy. This is Chompers.
Ooh, young man Chompers.
Hey, bud.
How you doing? Chompers.
Hey, sugar pie. And yeah, it's been crazy. It's been crazy, and I've always been I don't know, I guess a goof in a way.
A goof. I've just been a goof. I just have been one of those. Hey, I've always been one of the goofy guys in class. Hey, yeah, tickle. I'm just goofy. Could I be more creepy? Oh my gosh, I've always just been a goof. Hey, let me just make a mask out of this paper plate. I'll just put it over my face. Ooh, I'm being goofy. I put some cat whiskers on this paper plate mask. That's goofy, right?
Like the class clown and the guy that's always popping the jokes and stuff like that. So I guess being able to, you know, have an outlet for that, I guess that was a good thing.
This is embarrassing.
And then the fact of the matter is that I just so happened to be working in this very exotic setting, which definitely, you know, set me apart from a lot of those other people, and
it made me. I'm gonna go through the bulleted list of why I'm special. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, reason one. I'm so goofy, right? Okay, reason two. See my friends? They're tigers. Reason three. I have access to the internet. Ugh. I got Sarah fur on my surface, and just cringe underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna admit this is kind of it was insufferable probably. And look, I'm sure I was a young and naive content creator, and you get all that attention right away, and you're sitting there thinking like, well, I gotta be special somehow. Oh gosh, this is just, oh boy, that's
It definitely gave me the boost.
Oh.
So yeah,
Mr. Flash, man.
hi buddy. This is Flash. Say hi, Flash. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I kind of had this whole idea like, okay, make sure that you talk about this, and make sure that you talk about that, and make sure that you talk about these things, and thinking about it and planning it and actually doing it are two very, very different things. But I want to keep it kind of like this. I kind of want to keep things relatively natural. I want to keep them conversational, stream of consciousness, I guess, if you will. That's just something that I kind of want to do with this. And I want this thing to, like I said before, I want it to grow organically. I don't know, like, what sort of equipment I'm going to be using possibly in the future. I don't know other people that I'm going to have. And keep in mind, it's going to take a while for me to get good at doing this thing right here, but it's something that I want to do. So please.
Okay. That last little bit, fine. That's fine. I'm saying a lot of ums and and stuff like that, but that's the sentiment. Great, because that's how I was feeling at the time, and it's the vision that I had, just to continuously do, walk around the compound webcast, slice of life type stuff. Sure, and it worked out. Okay, so far. Yeah, maybe the douche level kind of went down just a little bit, a smidge. That's all right.
Excuse all of the ums and the ahs, and the fact that I'm kind of like nervously doing that.
See, look at that.
Kind of thing. I do want to make this engaging. I do want to make it interesting, and I want to make it entertaining for people, and I want to, want people to keep on coming back. As of right now, I'm thinking, at least twice a week, making some of these videos, and yeah, we'll just kind of go from there, and hopefully, be able to see you around. All right, take care.
Hey, Rasa.
Hey, Sugar Pie.
Sugar Pie. Okay.
Bye-bye.
And done. All right, that wasn't too bad. But it was a bit douchey. It was. Wow, trip down memory lane. There's a part of me that I would accept the cringe. That I wish that I kind of would have walked around a little bit more, because the part that I liked the most was seeing some of those old cats. Got to see Rascal, I got to see Flash, got to see Serena. This is back before, O'Reilly and Zubiri were even born, which, yeah. Or was it? I mean, it was pretty close, pretty soon afterwards. Yeah, the 3 years, so 17, 16, 15, 14, 2014. Oh my gosh. Wow. Trip down memory lane. It's crazy how many things will change in such a short period of time. It was a little bit awkward, but I don't think it was. Maybe it was a lot worse in my head. And then also because, here's the other thing, I was in my head and doing it at the same time, and I didn't like how I felt and how that kind of translated to the presentation. So it's almost like I had to kind of get through that first one and kind of like get all the bleh out. And then I felt better. I felt better about getting that bleh out. And then I refilmed and I did the first one. And I actually legitimately felt like confident and positive and good when I filmed that first webcast. So yeah, 300. It's been a wild ride. I want to thank all of you for being with me for so many years now. This is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't. Yeah. I guess, and I'm gonna go back and say something that old me was saying. Like, I never expected, a lot of these things to happen. But I mean, whoever does expect just the circumstances of their life to be, exactly how they envisioned it. But yeah, it's been a fantastic ride. It's been insane, and you guys are really great. And thank you so much. And here's to another 300. So that's all I got. That's all I got. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Parts of it were very bad. Parts of it were very bad. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'll talk to you folks later. All right. Bye-bye. I gotta go around here, turn off the camera.